Tonight's telecast of Robbinsville Varsity Volleyball is brought to you by Blevins Insurance, located at 480 Rodney Orr Bypass in Robbinsville. Check them out for all your insurance needs. Fans, we welcome you to Robbinsville High School here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Kevin Hensley with you for tonight's telecast of Lady Knights Volleyball. We're back again for the second night in a row as Robbinsville continues this lengthy homestand. Tonight, welcoming to town Highlands from Macon County. We'll be back in just a few moments. We're about 20 minutes away or so from the opening introductions. Our JV match ran long. That went to 3 sets, and we'll talk about the outcome here in just a few minutes. But we will be getting this one rolling. Of course, we're a little behind schedule, but varsity volleyball is on tap, and we will be with you for the duration. We thank you, fans, very much for tuning in here on the Graham Star Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Robbinsville High School for tonight's varsity volleyball game between the Lady Knights and the visitors from Highlands. At this time, if you would please stand, kindly remove all headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now introducing the teams. First, our visitors, the Lady Highlanders. 00, Mackenzie Woods. Number 2, Olivia Cole. Number 4, Anna Nichols. Number 9, Carmen Jenkins. Number 10, Bella Wilson. Number 11, Caitlin Tingen. Number 14, Aslan Wyatt. Number 17, Caroline Woods. Number 21, Ashlyn Wilson. Number 23, India Clark. And number 24, Ezra Branham. Highlands was coached by Caitlin Bishop. And now, Robbinsville, let's hear it. These are your home-standing Lady Knights. A senior from Snowboard Road, number 14, Taya Rattler. Another senior from Big Cove in Cherokee, number 22, Thayla Welch. Starters tonight, outside hitter from Cynthia Lane, number 1, junior Delaney Bruns. A middle hitter from Big Sawyer Road, a sophomore, number 3, Claire Barlow. From the bottom, High Splendor, an outside hitter, senior, number 4, Kinsley Phillips. From East Buffalo, senior setter, number 6, Jessica Trammell. From Carter Hollow, right side hitter, sophomore, number 8, Liz Carpenter. A libero from Slade County, freshman, number 2, Surrey White. And last but not least, a middle hitter from Old Santigua, junior, number 16, Aubrey Woodchacha. Robbinsville is coached by Katie Phillips.
And you are tuned in to the Graham Star Sports Network. Welcome back, fans, to Robbinsville High School. We've got two energetic teams on the floor. Should be a doozy tonight for you. Non-conference action continues for the Lady Knights as they welcome Highlands here to Graham County. Kevin Hensley with you for tonight's telecast. Very privileged once again and as always to be streaming Robbinsville athletics all season long. Fans, we hope we've got most 99% of the kinks worked out in our telecast. Had some issues yesterday with the site, and today we had to even share a private link with some of our purchases, so we apologize for that. Still trying to figure out why the Watch Live page is not allowing you to watch live. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen, but we'll get that worked out before Friday against Brevard, win, lose, or draw, when we come back to you with our next telecast. That is varsity football, 7:30 Friday. We'll kick off here on the Graham Star Sports Network around 7:15. Robbinsville will be getting the opening serve, and it looks like heading to the top to do so is senior Taya Rattler. And we are underway here in Robbinsville, and it's an ace right off the bat for Rattler, senior. And it's 1-0 Robbinsville to get us started tonight. Rattler had several aces last night, so she's serving them up tough here lately for the Lady Knights. Robbinsville coming off a 4-set loss last night as Rattler's serve goes into the net, so that's all she wrote for that rotation for Rattler. That will send Highlands to the back of the line for the first time, and that is Ashlyn Wilson, senior setter for Highlands, getting their offense started tonight. Kinsley Phillips greets it with a dig set by Desta Trammell. Here's Brooms with a big kill, but the back row greets it. However, a little bit of a miscommunication under the net. India Clark got tangled up trying to get to that one. And it's 2-1 for junior outside hitter Delaney Brooms. Robbinsville fell to Asheville, as we were talking about, in a 4-set thriller last night. If you were with us here on the Graham Star Sports Network, great match. Robbinsville playing some tough competition here to begin their 2022 season, and really, fans, that's the only way you'll ever get better. Give Kinsley Phillips a kill, and it's 3-1 here in the early going. Brooms will serve it up again. While we have just a moment, we'll make one more quick mention of our streaming software that we had set up and all ready to go, nice and neat, until Saturday when the battery on the computer decided to, well, go to a better place. So had to get that ordered, and we'll hopefully have graphics on the screen beginning Friday against Brevard when we have the football telecast, We'll be able to throw scores on the screen, sponsor graphics, and we do have sponsorships for sale still weekly and monthly. If you're interested, you can call us at the Graham Star. That is 828-479-3383, and we'll be glad to give you a price. All the proceeds, of course, go toward our streaming efforts here at Robbinsville. 4-2 your score here in set number 1. And back to the line is India Clark, another senior. She's outside hitter for Highlands as she fires up a doozy to Surrey Waddy. Libero on the back row. Phillips tips it, and it's greeted by Highlands on the other side. Rattler finds that one on the back row. Here's Brooms from the back, and she puts too much on it. Flies out of bounds. 4-3 is the score here in set number 1. And that is Clark to serve again. Clark sends it a mile high each time she serves. That one, great aim, but just a little bit out of bounds. Aubrey Wachacha, junior middle hitter for Robbinsville, steps up for her first dish of the evening. And that is in. Give an ace to Aubrey Wachacha. So 2 aces and a kill so far, your Robbinsville stats for the evening. Try to keep up with some of the more prevalent ones. I unfortunately cannot do everything and follow, sets and digs and all that jazz. But I can tell you folks for sure that Aubrey Wachacha has back-to-back aces on her first trip to the service line tonight. 7-3 Robbinsville here in set number 1. See some of the student body walking across the bottom of the screen. It is jersey night, and mostly basketball attire being worn. Kinsley Phillips with her second kill of this one. Phillips is fired up tonight on the front line. 8-3 here in set one. Another tough one by Wachacha. And boy, Highlands has nothing for her. Caitlin Bishop's going to have to get her Lady Highlanders regrouped. It's 9-3 as we pause here on GramStarSports.com. And welcome you back to Robbinsville. It is 9-3 here in set one. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Punch over by Bella Wilson. Robbinsville scrambles almost. Came within a hair of being able to save that volley. But onward we go. Wachacha out for Surrey, who will pop back in for back row defense. Robbinsville lining up four on the back. And Desta Trammell and Claire Barlow manning the front. 9-4, and to serve is senior outside hitter for Highlands. That is Caroline Woods. Popping one over to Surrey Waddy. Here comes a shot from Brooms. And a hard spike from the back by India Clark. Great player for Highlands. Rattler greets that one. Jump set by Trammell. Barlow had it right where she wanted it, but she hit it a little too high, and it screams out of bounds. 9-5, your score. Woods again to serve. And that one a little too hard as well will sail out of bounds. Up next in the rotation is going to be Desta Trammell. She has been the number one server for Robbinsville this year, moving down to number 4 tonight, as Lady Knights have changed some things up since just last night, as a matter of fact, against Asheville. Slap in the middle by Bella Wilson will drop in front of Delaney Brooms, and that gives Highlands the point back. It's 10-6 in set number one. Once again, fans, we appreciate you tuning in with us here on the Graham Star Sports Network. This is only our second time going live through this platform, and we appreciate all of you dedicated Lady Knights fans sticking it out with us. Looking forward very much to bringing you Football Friday and then returning next Tuesday for volleyball action as Liz Carpenter gets a kill, her first of the ball game. And it's 11-6. Send Kinsley Phillips back to the service line. Phillips with a lob over. Tip, block. And they're going to call the point for Robbinsville. That will not be a block. It's actually a net violation by Bella Wilson, senior middle and outside hitters, what she's listed as on their roster. Brooms trying to catch everybody off guard and almost does, but we'll give it to Claire Barlow, who will take a shot and get her first kill of the evening. Kinsley Phillips leads the way in that category with just 2 so far. Phillips again to serve is 13-6. Tip over. And that time Barlow taps the top of the net, 13-7. And for the first time tonight, Bella Wilson will get a chance to send one into Robbinsville territory. One dropped dead quick. Carpenter there to greet it, though. And there's Phillips with a push. Highlands will keep it alive. Here's a hard slam by India Clark. That finds the back left corner of the Lady Knights side of things, and that makes it 13-8. Here in set number one, Fans, don't forget you can find the absolute best coverage you'll ever see for Robbinsville Athletics on the Graham Star. Each and every week, the Graham Star has been providing unparalleled news coverage from and around Graham County, North Carolina since 1955. 14-8 the gamut at the moment, and Surrey Waddy heads to the service line for the first time tonight here in Robbinsville. Transfer from just across the county line in Swain, and very glad to have her aboard. She was on the JV squad starting out, but that changed pretty quickly, and she stepped it up here on the varsity team since moving up. Interesting set there by Phillips, kind of bumping it up in the air instead of pushing it as a set normally goes. And a nice read of the defense by Clark up front. Will scoot that one right by the Lady Brooms. There wasn't a really massive hole on the Robbinsville side, but she found the one that was there nonetheless. 14-9 is the score, and jogging back to the corner to retrieve it is going to be junior defensive specialist Mackenzie Woods. Woods sends it straight to Wachacha. Here's Trammell bumping it back. Wachacha sends it over. Greeted by Woods on the back row. Shot by Clark on the outside. And nothing doing. Trammell sets. Here comes Brooms running in from the side. Tried for a kill. Nothing doing. Clark. Good effort by Robbinsville trying to save it, and they do so. Both teams scrambling at the moment. Phillips gets one sent high in the air for Brooms. And onward we play. Clark again. That's out. Landed right in front of head coach Katie Phillips. 2012 graduate of Robbinsville High School. Been over the program since 2017. 15-9 as we go back to the top of the rotation. Here is Taya Rattler kicking it off again, her second time tonight. And she already has an ace to her credit. Wachacha in the middle, and that'll go off as a kill. Thank you very much. Her first of the ball game. Wachacha has 3 aces and a kill here tonight. Rattler will send that one screaming over as well. It's 16-9 Lady Knights. That one just drops out. Clark let that one roll. And no reason to go after it if it was going to drop on the other side of the net. However, it dropped out of bounds. 17-9 your score here in set number 1. Line drive serve by Taya Rattler. Here comes Clark. Last second switch to a bump to get it back over. Here's Brooms. And it goes back out on the response by Mackenzie Woods. And that sends it back to Robbinsville, who now leads by double, 18-9. Shot over by Rattler again, and that one will be no good. Anna Nichols sent it into the bleachers. Rattler gets another ace, second one of the ball game, and another timeout called by Caitlin Bishop. While we have a moment, fans, we do want to mention Robbinsville comes into this match tonight at an even slate of 2-2. Highlands is 0-2 for the season thus far, but obviously it is early. And we'll go ahead and make mention as well that Highlands, of course, a member of the Little Smoky Mountain Conference. Now, how that differs from the big is very simple. Schools in the Little Smoky Mountain Conference do not have a football team, but they still put out cross-country, basketball, track, volleyball, etc. So they've got everything except football, and therefore they get broken up into a smaller conference. But, of course, all the schools in the conference, and there's only 4. That's Highlands, Blue Ridge School, Natahala, and Hiwassee Dam, do play in the 1A classification when it comes time to visit the postseason. They have their own conference tournament. Robbinsville, speaking of that, has won its last 2 conference outings in the tournament, going head-to-head with Murphy in both tournament finals and prevailing both times. That was, of course, in 2019 and 2021. The COVID season, as we now call it, 2020, did not have a conference tournament. Serve sent over the net by number 21. That is Ashlyn Wilson. Set coming. And Clark with a tip. Good idea, but Robbinsville sprinted to it. Wachacha's push actually jumped in territory. My goodness. Looked like it was going to go out. Now, I mean, it found a tippy corner at the back of the court. And here's Brooms again to serve. Robbinsville up again by double digits, 20-10 at the moment. Hard slam by Nichols. And an even harder slam by Kinsley Phillips. 3 kills here in set number 1. Score is 21-10 as that one rolled out nearly to Sweetwater Road. And they'll fetch a new ball as a result. Somebody grabbed it in the lobby, but no harm, no foul in putting a new game ball into action. And a piece of jewelry or something, I believe, might have fell off of one of the players for Highlands at the net. Kinsley Phillips scooped it up and gave it to the scorers off screen. And onward we go. Brooms with a low serve, but it's returned right away by the Lady Highlanders, tipped by Wachacha. And Robbinsville just controlling everything at the moment. Wachacha having a great first set. That's 3 kills and 3 aces for the junior middle hitter, as Robbinsville's ran it up to 22-10. And how about an ace for Delaney Brooms, her first of the evening. Robbinsville, as we mentioned, will begin conference play next week when they have their first match in 7 days, and it will be here at home against Cherokee. Set, and coming in from the corners, Clark, who pulverizes the ball, and it lands safe and sound on the Robbinsville side of the court. So that gives Highlands its first point in, well, a while. We'll just put it that way. 23-11. The one all the fans have circled on their calendar, of course, as Clark with another devastating jump serve will get an ace. Nicely done by the senior hitter, India Clark. Will be next Thursday, September 1st. Murphy pays an early visit to Graham County. Normally we play Murphy about 2 or 3 weeks later into the season. Not the case this year. Cherokee Tuesday, Murphy Thursday. And yes, we'll have both of them right here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Bump over by Bella Wilson. Here's a shot. Kinsley Phillips. And it will get tipped back over. Nice read by Caitlin Tingen, number 11 for Highlands. That's a junior middle hitter. And it keeps the drive alive as Highlands trying to piece together some form of a rally here after trailing by 12. Phillips had a real quick response, and Wachacha has kind of tipped that one back over as needed. And just like that, blinked and you missed it. It's already set point for Robbinsville here in set 1. And Wachacha serve a little low, 24-14. This set rolls on. Substitution coming for the Lady Highlanders ×2. Looks like Caroline Woods and Ezra Branham are checking in for the visitors from Macon County. And as a matter of fact, Caroline Woods with the serve. Here's Phillips, tip, and Branham keeps it alive with a nice little pop on that side. And miscommunication. Caitlin Bishop not happy with her team. That's it for set 1. Robbinsville completely dominates 25-14. Back with you in 3. Stay with us, fans. You're watching the Graham Star Sports Network. Tonight's telecast of Robbinsville Varsity Volleyball is brought to you by Blevins Insurance, located off Rodney Orr Bypass in Robbinsville. Call them for all your insurance needs. We're back out of the break, fans. Robbinsville with an easy victory in set 1, 25-14. Pulled away early and really never looked back as Highlands failed to threaten after the early ongoing part of set 1. And the Lady Knights trying to get their rotation figured out. Don't want to get rung up for that when the first serve is fired off, and it will be Ashlyn Wilson back at the line for Highlands as we begin set 2 tonight. This is our final volleyball telecast of the week. We will be back with you next Tuesday and Thursday, as we mentioned, for home volleyball matches against Cherokee and Murphy. That is the first two conference matches of the season. And I believe we're set to go now. Looks like it will be Ashlyn Wilson firing it off for Highlands to begin set two. Set and a shot over by Brooms. Nothing doing. Bumped by Rattler. Tapped by Trammell. Still Highlands ball. Clark with a soft serve over of her own. Here's Waddy. Passes it behind her to Brooms, and it trickles just off the net. I'll give some props to Highlands there. Caitlin Tingen. And number 14, Aslan Wyatt. Kind of tag team that one on the other side of the net just to make sure that everything checked out the way they wanted it to. And some kind of discussion going on over here at the scorer's table. Again, and it is early here in set two, but anything's possible, I suppose. And we're set to go. Robbinsville in a stagger formation now. 3 on the back. Trammell to the left side and 2 on the front. Brooms slams it down. And that is a kill for Delaney Brooms. Believe it or not, sports fans, that's her first of the match. Hard to believe considering she is such a prominent hitter on the outside part of the court. 1-1 here in set two. Here's Taya Rattler. High set. Clark creeps in. Block. It goes out though. Boy, Wachacha was ready for that one, but it went screaming out of bounds. And that's all she wrote. 2-1 for India Clark. Fastball flew by between Brooms and Phillips. And it's 3-1. Clark has power. There's no doubt about that. Hard spike down. Phillips digs it out. Nicely done. Saved that one. And that'll be all she wrote there. Give the kill to Brooms and the dig, of course, to begin it, to Kinsley Phillips. Goes with 3 kills and 3 digs tonight. Here's Delaney Brooms. Drops down. Nice read by Kinsley Phillips. That's kill number 4 for number 4. Senior from the bottom end of High Splendor as she puts it on her lineup card. Tip. Brooms drops it down, but it looks like number 11, that is Caitlin Tingen for Highlands, tapped the top of the net, and floor judge Philip Orr caught it. 4-3, Robbinsville back in the lead. Waddy tries to save it, but another net violation on Highlands. 5-3. Lady Knights. That one just barely squeaked over, but that is ace number 2 for Delaney Brooms. I believe no one on Highland's side was ready. They thought that one was going to die a death, and it almost did. 6-3 Robbinsville as Brooms fires another one that is a no-doubter, greeted by Mackenzie Woods. And saved by Brooms. Now Phillips with the final push over. Left-handed smack on the right side. And that one's going to drop for Kinsley Phillips. Brooms serving again. Robbinsville on a 4-0 run right now. Has pulled ahead by 4. Short serve. Nobody talking on the Highlands side of the net, and that is proving crucial right now. 3 aces now for Delaney Brooms. And that one goes a little bit back and to the right. 8-4 your score. And to retrieve it is going to be Caroline Woods, another senior. High shot is greeted by Surrey Waddy on the back row. Phillips with a tap. Smack over. Brooms greets it. Set by Trammell, but Phillips is blocked up front. Nicely done by Aslan Wyatt, and that makes it 8-5 here in set 2. High arcing serve finally finds Brooms on the back row. Here comes Brooms again. Tries to send a line drive over, but Highlands scouted it out nicely. Trammell set for Kinsley. Phillips blocked up front by mistake. Moved the camera a little too quick. Wachacha got it over, and that's going to be the end of that. Aubrey Wachacha with kill number 4 to her credit tonight. She's come a long way since last year for Robbinsville. Really stepping up as the middle hitter. Her and Claire Barlow manning that position this season. Wachacha serves are powerful, but she's having some issues here tonight after starting off hot from the service line. Anytime she gets them over, they're tough to defend. 9-6 your score. Aslan Wyatt will serve it up from the left side. Brooms screams it back over. Phillips with a nice tip. And thank you very much, 10-6. Trammell up next on the service rotation. Highlands has 2 stacked on the left, 1 in the middle, and 3 on the back. Greeted by India Clark. And that one goes out of bounds. Hit by Ezra Branham. Goes nowhere. 11-6. Robbinsville is starting to pull away again here in set 2. Robbinsville has 5 seniors this year. Highlands touts 7 on its roster. And a hard slam by one of them. Miss Ezra Branham will get the ball back to Highlands. Cuts it to 11-7. Robbinsville is still in control here in set 2. And up is Wilson, but it goes screaming into the bottom part of the net. 12-7 for Kinsley Phillips. Lob over will get greeted by Clark, and after the set, she tries to send a kill. Robbinsville survives, and there's Phillips sending one to the back row. And there's a devastating slam by India Clark. She's hard to defend up front for Highlands. 12-8 is your score here in set number 2. Robbinsville so far this season has only played 1 match past 3 sets. And that, of course, was last night against Asheville. That went to 4 and was a doozy the whole way. Trammell back to Brooms, and that one gets sent out. 12-9 your score. And 0-0, Mackenzie Woods, a junior, is up. Waddy greets it. Trammell sets. Here's Brooms. Hard shot, but Woods saves it on the back row. Now here's India Clark. Phillips that time with the reception. Trammell sets for and gets it over. And Anna Nichols will take care of the reception for Highlands on that exchange. Trammell back to Phillips. High push. And that actually threw Highlands off a little bit. But the third touch gets it back over. Here comes Brooms. And Nichols can't touch it again, but her Highlands teammates scramble and save the volley. Barlow in the middle, and she slams it into the net. Sophomore middle hitter for Robbinsville. And that goes against Robbinsville after all that. 12-10, Lady Knights. Shot over. And an ace. Waddy and Phillips did not break. And Mackenzie Woods continues her run. And don't look now, the Lady Highlanders are down by 1. But that went into the back of India Clark. We'll stop that dead in its tracks, and it's 13-11 for Robbinsville. Serving next is Surrey Waddy. Brooms tried to save that. Nice effort. 13-12 is the score. Nice student section turnout tonight. They're a little quieter than last night. It's been kind of a quiet match until this one. Wachacha is blocked, but Robbinsville saved it. Give it to Kinsley Phillips for the save there. Waddy tried her darndest to get under that one, but nothing doing. And it's all knotted up at 13 apiece. Set by Trammell, shot by Brooms. And Taya Rattler will check in for Carpenter for the next serve. Greeted by Anna on the back. Block. And that one will be a no-doubter. My word. Surprised the ball is still in one piece after that. Wachacha slammed it into the floor, and that fired up the crowd tonight here in Robbinsville. Wachacha taking a nice little chuckle up here at the net. Getting some love from her teammates. Breaks out in a big grin. And why not? She earned it on that one. Rattler sends it out, and it's 15-14. India Clark set to serve. Phillips tried to respond, and I believe they're going to say it hit the floor. And they're going to say there was a carry. And that's not the right call. Phillips is going to plead the case for Robbinsville. And looks like the officials will discuss it, so at least we got that going for us. 15-14 here in set number 2. And the call stands, much to the chagrin of the Robbinsville faithful. Highlands has tied it up 15-15 here in set 2. Rattler tries to play it off the ceiling, but is unable to do so. And for the first time in a while, Highlands is in the lead. Phillips greets it. Trammell set. Brooms in the middle. No doubter. 16 all here in set number 2. Here's Delaney Brooms. Push over. And point will go to Robbinsville. Once again, a net violation called on Highlands. This time it was Aslan Wyatt, sophomore. And onward we go. Here's Brooms with a nice serve over. Wyatt's kill in the middle, no good. Trammell sets for Kinsley Phillips. And that's a kill for the senior outside hitter, Kinsley Phillips, here in set number 2. She's got 6 tonight on her scoreline. Robbinsville leads 18-16. Brooms with a low serve. Highlands snuffs it out. Smack over by Bella Wilson, but Robbinsville plays it. And that's another big one for Robbinsville. Another big one for Kinsley Phillips. (19-16). Here's the set and a tip, and Wachacha saves it. Trammell and Wachacha trade it back and forth, and we're still going. Clark with a high response. Waddy greets it. Trammell sets. Here's Phillips on the right side. And it was one touch too many. 19-17. So Highlands put up much more of a fight here in set 2 than they did in set 1. Caroline Woods back to serve with Lady Highlanders trailing by 2. And there's an ace for Caroline Woods. I believe we've got some Highlands fans on our stream tonight. We want to thank you folks for tuning in as well. From Highlands. Beautiful community. If anyone's never traveled there, they need to make it a point to go. Gorgeous part of West North Carolina. 20-18 is your score after the serve goes out. And Wachacha back to serve. If she can get her form down, she'll be hard to beat. And that one will do it. That gets over. Hard line drive serve. Tip by Barlow. Thank you very much. 21-18 here in set 2. As Robbinsville trying to pull ever closer to a 2-0 lead here in the match. Good crowd on hand tonight here at the Robbinsville High School Gymnasium as Aubrey Wachacha just got her 4th ace of the match. And here's a timeout called by Caitlin Bishop for Highlands. 22-18. We'll pause with them here on the Graham Star Sports Network. It's 22-18 Robbinsville here in set 2 as we come back to you live from Graham County, North Carolina. There's a tough one by Aubrey Wachacha out of the timeout. It's back-to-back aces for the junior, and more importantly, 2 away from the end of this set. Highlands put up much more of a fight. As we said, they dropped set 1, 25-14. Another hard one by Wachacha. Dive to save it that time on the back row by India Clark. Keeps it alive, but the bump out will ensure that is set point for Robbinsville. Real quick, we want to mention the Lady Highlanders did pick up a JV victory tonight. It was a 3-set thriller, 26-24, 25-22, 16-14. So Robbinsville unfortunately drops another one in the JV column. They have one victory this year. And it was a tough one to lose tonight as they fought hard and pushed to 3 sets. Brooms greets that on the back row. Jump serve and Barlow for the win. 2-0 is the lead now for Robbinsville in the match. Back in 3, fans. 25-20 is the final outcome here in set 2. And we'll be back in 3. Stay with us here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Once again, I want to thank our season-long sponsor, Blevins Insurance, located off Rodney Orr Bypass here in Robbinsville. Check them out anytime for your insurance needs. And, of course, fans, we do still have weekly and monthly sponsorship packages available if you want to be a part what we're doing here. We'll be having your graphic on the screen very, very soon to thank sponsors as well and help us promote your business. Let us promote your business, I should say. Give us a call at the Graham Star today, 828-479-3383 for details. Highlands checks out, as does Robbinsville, and Taya Rattler, number 14, patiently awaiting the ball as Robbinsville will get the first serve to begin set 3. Another quick reminder, you can get your recap from tonight and all the latest Black Knights action in the Graham Star each and every week. The Graham Star has been providing unparalleled news coverage from and around Graham County since 1955. Taya Rattler is set to go here for set 3, and the officials give her the A-OK that they're ready as well, and off we are as we resume action here tonight. Bump back over after 3 touches. Rattler saves it from the back. Wachacha with a big kill. Boy, is she having a ball game tonight. And that's how set number 3 begins. As we mentioned, fans, this is the final telecast of the week for Robbinsville Volleyball. We will be with you Friday for varsity football action as the Black Knights host Brevard. Looking to begin our telecast around 7:15 from up above the Big Oaks. Trammell sets it back to Kinsley Phillips, and Highlands can't do anything with that. Nice spike by Kinsley Phillips. 8 kills tonight for the senior. Lots of good vibes on the court. Good to see the girls smiling. It's been a tough stretch against a pair of Buncombe County schools in the first 2 weeks of the season. Otherwise, Robbinsville has been unblemished and are well on its way to 3-2 for the year should they get the W here tonight. Boy, Brooms just sent that one through the floor to China, and it's 3-0 here in set number 3. Nice serve again by Rattler. Block up front. Highlands still in control, though. Clark again. Blocked again, but not quite, as Robbinsville's going to have to play it this time. Broom sends it to the back row. Reception right back. High shot by the Lady Highlanders and is bumped back over by Ashley Wilson. Here comes Brooms. Wachacha's fake, and it is out. Point goes to Highlands. Line judge seemed a little froze there for a second. Finally made the call. And Carlos Lopez trying to fire up the Lady Knights right below us. You'll see him in action Friday for Robbinsville on the gridiron. Tipped by Wachacha. And we'll take it. It is 4-1 here in set number 3. Here's Delaney Brooms for her first visit to the line tonight here in set 3. Brooms already with 3 aces on the evening. And that one is sent off the forearms of Brooms. Rattler scampered after it but couldn't get there in time. And it's 4-2 as Highlands trying to battle back from an early deficit. India Clark serving it up. High shot to Waddy, and she greets it. Nicely done. Set by Trammell. Shot by Wachacha. Nothing doing. And take 2. That one will work. Another kill for Aubrey Wachacha. She has 6 on the evening. Waddy out as Wachacha goes back to serve. Hard shot over. Barlow catches everybody off guard with a high shot. Third kill of the ball game for the sophomore middle hitter, Claire Barlow. And it's 6-2. Nice serve again by Wachacha. Phillips sends it high in the air, and there's a bump over by Barlow. Set. Left-handed return by Aslan Wyatt. Phillips tip, and didn't even need it. Another net violation. 7-2 is the score. Hard shot, Wachacha greets it, and that keeps it alive. Nicely done. Dig by Kinsley Phillips. Trammell sets it back to her, and she politely drops it over for the kill. Wachacha to serve again. And that one gets to the back line. Clark sends it down, and nobody there to get it. Aubrey Wachacha tried to get a foot on it. Yes, I said a foot. And that's not how you do volleyball, Aubrey. Aubrey knows that. Fun young lady to be around. Brooms saves that after Phillips is blocked. And it drops, just out. And it's 8-4. Highlands scrambling and trying to keep the match alive for Caroline Woods. Phillips. Trammell jump serve spiked by Claire Barlow. And another kill. That's number 4 for number 3. 9-4 your score for Desta Trammell. The student section trying to mislead everyone. My goodness. Sarcasm dripping. There's a shot by Carpenter on the right side. And a little bit of communication trouble. Robbinsville gets it figured out, though. And the Lady Highlanders got tangled up. And 4 is one too many. 10 for Robbinsville. Trammell back to serve again. That one was accurate. Fans chanting Richie's daughter. That is Richie Trammell's girl, Desta. Phillips with another nice kill. 11-4 here in set 3 as Robbinsville's running away with it again. Phillips, Trammell, Carpenter, and it's out. But a good hit nonetheless by Liz Carpenter. Sophomore outside hitter for Robbinsville. That makes it 11-5, and up to the line is Aslan Wyatt. And that one slams into the net. Here's Kinsley Phillips. Blocked by Barlow. Wowee. Fun match tonight here in Graham County. 13-5 is the split at the moment. Phillips, chuckling all the way, sends it directly into the net. And onward we roll. Bella Wilson serves it up. Phillips greets it. High set. Phillips will return it. Set by the Highlanders. There's India Clark coming in for a no-doubter of her own. Waddy can't get under it. And it's a Highlands point. They need those at the moment. Trailing 13-7. Shot over by Bella Wilson will keep it alive. Here comes Brooms. And it's out. Brooms just missed that one. 13-8. jump set, beg your pardon, by Trammell. And Barlow squeaks it in, 14-8 for freshman Surrey Waddy, the only ninth grader you'll find on the varsity roster this season. Set at the net, drops, Trammell saves it. Bumped all around Brooms to Wachacha, and it's over, and that's it. Robbinsville wraps up point number 15 here in set 3, and they're 10 away from a sweep tonight against the Highlanders. Robbinsville not through with Little Smoky Mountain Conference action, however, for the season. Great effort to save it, and nobody was ready for it to be saved, so it drops. And it's now 15-9. Robbinsville will still pay a visit to Cashers. That's about 10 miles outside of Highlands, up on the plateau, as they'll take on the Blue Ridge Lady Bobcats later this season in a road game. Set by Trammell, and now Brooms with a hard shot. That's down, off the kill. Wattler coming in, Carpenter checking out. 6 kills tonight, and there's a good chance I've missed stats. Again, trying to juggle about 85 different jobs up here. So if I got it wrong, you'll find out in the newspaper when I have the correct stats. Because I wait to get those confirmed by Katie before I ever publish them. But I can for sure definitively say that India Clark just got a kill for Highlands. And that cuts it to 16-10. And serving is Ashlyn Wilson. Phillips drops it over from the back. 17-10. Delaney Brooms slowly walks to the service line here in Robbinsville. High lob. Nobody defends it. And it's an ace as a result. That is number 4 tonight for Miss Brooms. Another hard shot over. Clark comes in. And when it's her time to be up front, she is lethal. It's 18-11. And oh, by the way, now it's her turn to serve. But that one into the net. Hit the weight room chant breaks out from the student section. There's Wachacha with a low shot. Clark greets it. That was an interesting exchange up at the net. It was behind Aslan Wyatt. It was in front of Kinsley Phillips. Both touched it. But Aslan Wyatt touched it last. And it's now 20-11 with Wachacha serving again for Robbinsville. Another screamer sent over by Wachacha. Bella Wilson will send it back over for Highlands. Barlow getting in a groove tonight. Nicely done. 5 kills tonight for the sophomore. I stand corrected. They called the point for Highlands. I guess they're going to say Barlow touched the net. My apologies. So instead of it being 21-11, it's 20-12. And looks like Caroline Woods is going to check in for Caitlin Tingen, as it's her time to serve for Highlands late here in set 3. Robbinsville just 5 away from closing this one out and improving to 3-2 for the season. Brooms greets it, tip, and nobody can get it handled. Barlow and Phillips tried their darndest, but it's going to be nothing doing for the tandem up front. That makes it 20-13. Back to Highlands for this next one. Serve gets over to Kinsley Phillips, passed by Trammell, and the tip attempt from the back by Delaney Brooms, no good. 20-14 is the score. Woods with another soft one that gets to Kinsley Phillips. Trammell set, a little off kilter. It goes into the net. 20-15 here in set number 3. Robbinsville leads the match 2-0 and is eyeing a victory if they can close this one out on the win column. Brooms with the dig that time. Kinsley Phillips, tired of fooling around, sends it out. 21-15. And the ball went somewhere into the wild blue yonder. I think they've got it back. There it is. So the lobby just located right off the back wall of the Robbinsville Gymnasium. It's an easy target for stray balls. Happens in basketball all the time as well here in the gymnasium. And that'll be a big kill for Highlands. Number 24, Ezra Branham, taking care of it for the Lady Highlanders. And it runs 21-16 as Brooms walks over to scoop up the stray ball and roll it back to the Lady Highlanders. Serving will be Aslan Wyatt. Wyatt, the only sophomore on the team this season. And the serve goes wide. Katie Phillips will retrieve it from the corner and hand it over to her younger sister, Kinsley, as it's 3 away for Robbinsville. Efforts there. Robbinsville's not going to be able to save it, though. Couldn't get their footing under them. 22-17 as Highlands continues to threaten to make this interesting here late in set 3. That's Bella Wilson at the line serving for Highlands. Hamel goes into the net. Robbinsville 2 away. Freshman Sully Waddy will head back to try and close it out for the Lady Knights. And that one will drop. A good bump over by Ezra Branham. Found a hole on Robbinsville's side of the court. 23-18. Highlands not going away despite being down 2-0. Valiant effort tonight. Mackenzie Woods will head back. Junior for the Lady Highlanders. Greeted by Brooms. Trammell set. Here comes Brooms running in. Hard shot. Blocked and responded right away by Robbinsville, however. Carpenter hit that one over and it played off the basketball goal, so there was nothing to be done about that. That's 2 kills tonight for sophomore Liz Carpenter. And we are at match point. And why not have Taya Rattler come out and finish this one off for the Lady Knights? And it's bumped over by Caitlin Tingen. Robbinsville wants to finish it off, and that might do it. Mad scramble by Highlands to keep it alive will not be enough. 25-18. And we'll read off the final set scores now as this one is all wrapped up. Final set scores tonight, it's a Robbinsville sweep. That is 14-25, 20-25, 18-25. Back with you for volleyball action on Tuesday against Cherokee here at home. We'll see you Friday, though, fans. Just a few days sooner for the varsity football home opener against Brevard. Telecast will begin at 7:15 right here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Until then, this is Kevin Hensley. Have a good evening, everybody.